You must have heard about the manifesto that a political party releases before an election. It helps them to create a mass movement among the public, and because of that, they get huge support. Not only political parties, my friend, big companies like Meta, Apple, Nike, they all have a manifesto, even if they don't call manifesto publicly. They often refer to them as their vision, beliefs, values, or brand philosophy. But the purpose is the same, and that is a clear, powerful declaration of who they are, what they believe, and the change they are creating. Apple has Think Different in their manifesto. It declared Apple's belief in creativity, rebellion, and innovation, and positioned them not as their tech company but as a movement for the crazy ones who change the world. This was not about selling Macs. It was about declaring what Apple stands for. That belief shaped everything from their product design to their marketing and helped build one of the most loyal customer bases in the world. Facebook's original internal manifesto, written by Mark Zuckerberg, was not public at first, but its ideas drove the platform growth. It started that mission was to make the world more open and connected. This belief became the backbone of their product decisions, features like groups and communities, and expansion beyond just a social network into global connectivity tools. Similarly, if you want to support from your community and your target audience, you have to create a manifesto that will create the revolution in your space and that can make your audience excited and change them for the better. In this video, we will discuss what a manifesto really is, why your GTM strategy needs a manifesto, the 4 core elements of a high impact manifesto, and how to use it across your entire GTM. But before that, diving into that, hit the like button because it motivates me to come up with such content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So, a manifesto is more than a sentence. It's a bold declaration of what you stand for, the change you are here to create, and what it matters right now. Most companies confuse it with other statement, such as mission statement or a vision statement. So a mission statement is a short, one clear sentence or 2 sentences that explains what your company does, who it serves, and how does it right now. It's meant to guide internal decisions and align your team around a shared purpose. But a manifesto is a bold, emotional declaration of what you believe, the change you want to create in the world, and why your work matters. It's not just about what you do. It's about the movement you are leading and the future you are building. For example, HubSpot's mission statement is to help millions of organizations grow better. But the manifesto is stop interrupting, start attracting. The manifesto statement depicts a revolution rather than just saying a statement. This was not just about the CRM software. It was rallying a cry for the new way of marketing for HubSpot. A manifesto is also not a vision statement. Don't confuse this with a vision statement. So a vision is a statement that you want to create in the future, the ultimate destination of your company is working towards. It's about where you are going. But why does your GTM strategy needs a manifesto? In 2025, buyers don't trust vendors. They trust movements. Anyone can claim we are the best, but a manifesto signals that you stand for something bigger than a product, and that change everything about how your go-to market performs. A manifesto builds instant credibility because it reframes you from being just another vendor or to being the leader of a movement. Prospects don't want another tool. They want to join a cause they believe in. And when they feel that alignment, trust is built before your first meeting even happens. When prospects already believe what you believe, you don't have to waste weeks convincing them why you exist. They get it from the day one. That shared belief accelerates the sales conversions from first touch to close deal because they see you not as a vendor but as a strategic partner driving a mission they care about. So a manifesto becomes the gravity center for your GTM, your cold email, ads, landing page, and social content, all pull from the same belief system, creating consistency and momentum across every channel. Instead of scattered messaging, you build an unified narrative that compounds over time. Now, let's break down the anatomy of a high impact manifesto. The kind that doesn't just describe your product, but builds a movement around your brand. Every great manifesto has 4 essential elements. So the first element is the who, that is who you are here to serve. The manifesto is not about you, it's about your specific group of prospect. You have to write very specifically about them so that when they read it, it will indicate that the manifesto is written for them only. They should feel like, yes, I am this person he's talking about. Start by declaring exactly who you exist for. This is not just about your target audience, it's about your tribe, it's about your community people. The people whose worldview matches yours, who feel the pain you are trying to solve, and who will champion your mission. When you name them clearly, they feel seen, and that's the first step towards loyalty. Now, the second element of manifesto is the why, the enemy or problem you are fighting against. Every powerful manifesto starts by naming a villain, a status quo worth rejecting. Without a clear enemy, there is no reason for people to care, no urgency to act, no story to believe in. Donald Trump had so many enemies in his manifesto, such as immigration, bad trade deals, the corrupt political class, etc. When he conveyed this enemy to this public, all Americans started connecting emotionally with him. Your enemy does not have to be competitor. Instead, it's a larger force keeping your market stuck. It could be an outdated system, an efficient process, or a broken mindset. Here, I am giving out a few steps that will help you to identify your enemy. The first step is to observe the status quo, that is what frustrates your market today. Second step, make it clear what belief, habit or system cause that frustration. Then, give it a name, make it tangible and make it feel like it is a villain, and then show yourself as a rebellion that how you can remove that villain or that frustration from the market. Let's take an example of HubSpot. Dharmesh Shah, the founder of HubSpot, identified that people do cold calling, blasting emails, and sending bulk messages to their target prospect. In order to get the business, basically, businesses interrupt their prospect to gain their attention, and the HubSpot team has identified this as an enemy. The interruption was an enemy for the HubSpot, and still it is. And then, to fight against it, they focused on giving the knowledge for free to attract their potential customer. If you go to HubSpot website, you will find a lot of free valuable articles and free courses. They focused on inbound marketing rather than spamming the masses, and this changed their game of doing business. When you declare your enemy, which is also an enemy of your market, it creates a contrast. People understand your value more clearly when they see what you stand against, not just what you stand for. It also builds an emotional tension because the people has to leave something and adapt something new to look for transformation, and it challenges them to change for the better. Now, the third element of manifesto is what the future you are creating. The future you are creating is the heart of your manifesto, where you paint a bold aspirational picture of the world you are working to build once your mission succeed. This is not the place to list product feature or talk about how your service work. It's where you articulate the transformation. You aim to create and invite people to be part of a future that bigger than your company. This section should compel them to imagine what their world will look like when they will associate them with you. For example, if you have observed that we believe in a world where B2B outreach feels like a meaningful conversations, not a soulless pitch. We don't just send emails, we send emails to the people whom the email matters. Now, the fourth element of the manifesto is which is the unique path to get there. Once you have identified who you are serving, what future you are building, and why the current system must change, the final piece is explaining how you are going to make that future real. You have to show the path to your audience, and it makes their belief strong. For example, imagine yourself stuck in the middle of a desert and someone tells you that there is a water 5 kilometers away. You might not want to join him, but when he shows you the map and tells you exactly how to get there, you will join him. Similarly, your audience is frustrated and you tell them you can remove their frustration, but unless and until you show the path, they will not rely on you. If you want to join your prospect with you, you have to show them the path that how you will help them to achieve their goals. This is all about it. Thank you for watching the video. I will come up with another such video which will help you to supercharge your GTM strategy. Till then, keep learning and keep crushing.